one person can make a difference, all people should try. And I truly believe that. Well, thank you for coming to honor one of the great labor leaders of the 20th century. It is a deep privilege for me, a common unionist, to pay tribute to a man who committed his life to serving others. Caesar was a humble servant of peace and justice, and also a charismatic leader who was awarded America's highest civilian honor, the Medal of Freedom. A man who was mourned by over 50,000 people at his funeral in 1993. In 1962, Cesar Chavez formed the National Farm Workers Association, which later became the United Farm Workers Union, AFL-CIO. And that grew to 50,000 members in a short 8 years by 1970. Cesar knew the power that workers had when they stood together as one, united in a cause that would improve their wages and safety on the job. And Cesar fully understood that the only way to stop the suffering and the abuse of farm workers by their employers was to build a strong union. Brother Chavez proved how dedicated and determined his union was when they marched 340 miles from Delano to San Francisco during the Delano grape strike. And through his influence and integrity, he gained the support of celebrities, other unions, students, minorities, and religious organizations. Cesar fought to protect the rights of farm workers, to stop the suffering of workers and their children, to eliminate the dangers of pesticides, and to ensure that workers had the right to hold free and fair elections. Unfortunately, the process for forming free and fair elections to decide whether or not workers want a union in their workplace is still a distant dream for so many workers. Every 23 minutes, a worker is fired for simply trying to form a union. Today, here and now, I, along with hundreds of thousands of union members across America and union supporters like yourself, are here to help Cesar Chavez's goal become a reality. We're fighting big businesses that have put together a $200 million campaign to spread lies about the dream that Cesar had of forming unions. A bill that would achieve a goal for Cesar's workers would be the Employee Free Choice Act, and we today are here to attempt to make that a reality. For nearly half a century, conditions for working families have continued to deteriorate, while the CEOs of the world's largest corporations, in a Robin Hood system style, have taken from the working poor. They've taken from us, and they've given to themselves, the greedy rich. We now have more millionaires and more billionaires than any time in history. So where do their riches come from? You're looking at it. Look to the person to your left. Look to the person at your right. That's where their wealth comes from. It comes from our wages. Their riches come from the health insurance premiums that they no longer pay to us. And who pays the price for that? Our children do when they get sick. Their riches come from our ever-increasing productivity. The fact that we've got to work more hours on a job and more jobs in a day, but get less pay and less benefits for our efforts. Cesar Chavez did not tolerate those injustices, and we must make a commitment together, every one of us, here and now, to not tolerate those injustices either. We must do something. We must reach deep in our hearts and find the same courage and determination that Cesar used to improve the lives of tens of thousands of workers. We must also follow Cesar's example of nonviolence in achieving our objective. We must use a peaceful method to make our voices heard and to make known our desires to improve our conditions on the job. The days of employers interfering with unions must end. The days of workers having to work 2 and 3 jobs just to break even must end. And the days of record home losses, which destroy and break apart families, must end. Today is the dawn of a new hope for working families, and the power to change that lies within our control. Every person here. The return of the good old days can be enjoyed, the same ones that our grandparents and great-grandparents enjoyed. They can resume if we choose to take action now. The days when one spouse could work one job outside the home, while the other spouse worked a job inside the home, performing the world's most important job, the job of nourishing seeds of love to grow family bonds that will last a lifetime, can live again in our lifetimes. The days when one job provided enough money to achieve the American dream of not only owning a home, but keeping that home, can be ours again. The days when you could look forward to a gold watch for your golden years and be allowed to enjoy the fruits of a lifetime of work can't become a reality. It can only become a reality if we choose to take action today. Caesar knew that no one's going to hand him those benefits. Caesar knew that if he was going to obtain those desires, he and his fellow workers would have to take action together, united as one. And in that same spirit, we must act together now. I'm going to ask every one of you to make a commitment to speak up. We've done good by coming out and making this march today. We've made the citizens of Colorado Springs aware of our goals, but we have to take it one step further. We need to take this to the United States Senate of the United States of America and make sure that Senator Bennett and Senator Udall know that we, the workers, want the right to form a union if we choose to. We, the citizens of today, want to make sure that the work Cesar Chavez started didn't die when he died. We need to make sure that all we have to do is contact Senator Bennett and Senator Udall and let them know that they're working for a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And if we choose to remain silent, then we choose to continue to suffer. Because conditions now are not where they should be. Conditions now are not where they used to be. But conditions now can be where they need to be if we take action now. We need to make a decision now to simply write a letter, to make a phone call, and make our voices heard in an audible tone. Will you join me in doing that?
Yes!
Will you join me in making sure that Senator Bennett and Senator Udall hear that in Washington, D.C.?
Yes!
Are we going to make sure that there is no mistaking the American people want the Employee Free Choice Act to carry on the work of Cesar Chavez? Do we?
Yes!
Si se puede! Then let's make it happen. Go down to this table now and do that. Go down to this table before you leave. Please do not leave until you write that letter and you make that phone call.